we think we can take from the top 100 markets. There are customers that have never tried us and that will probably start to give us a chance. Whoa. They are already pretty much the urban carrier, right? If we were to look at the market share in the top 40, 50, 100 PEAs, T-Mobile does exceptionally well because of their price point. He's saying there are people that they want to take from AT&T and Verizon. Dennis, jump in with this.
Well, I'm just going to say if that point is true, that there's people that haven't even tried them yet in urban markets, then those people are probably people that also actually, venture outside the city, in which case T-Mobile, good luck, get your rural and suburban coverage to be on point. Because I can honestly say that in Pittsburgh, and you saw this, Pittsburgh, 5G UC, awesome when you're in the city. Highways, those things that get you from different places, no UC. Who has mid-band deployed already? Verizon. Everywhere surrounding the city, there is beautiful, glorious C-band. Who gets consistently over 100 meg regardless of where you go? AT&T. Bars on phone and usable. Whereas T-Mobile, you're on 5 megahertz of N71 if you're out of the city, which, as you know, is like sub 10 megabits per second if that's your only band that you're connecting to. Pretty much useless, aside from voice calling. So that's my hot take on it. TLDR, T-Mobile, networks that are wireless and mobile need to be good in more than just the city. And I know it's crazy to think that city people have cars, but they do actually have to frequently go to places that aren't necessarily in the heart of downtown.
The people have spoken. They don't want upgrades and a quality network. They just want a basic LTE network for dirt cheap in terms of pricing and don't care about their social security number on the dark web.
Yeah, and just to add some clarification, you had a comment before that too that said, well, clearly this is not the point. AT&T, Verizon, to do any upgrades to the network, all they need to do is lower the price and let it go. AT&T and Verizon don't need to raise their pricing to do upgrades on the network. And I don't think that the people have quote unquote spoken that they want just a dirt cheap, crappy network, because we know for a fact that when the network doesn't work, that's one of the biggest reasons people switch. And we also know that consumer satisfaction greatly improves anytime the network and their speeds gets faster. I mean, I know this is getting it back into cable talk, but we talked about how magically whenever a customer gets an extra 100 megabit per second internet speed for their home internet, magically all the consumer reports just improve, even if nothing else changes. And it's the same with network quality for wireless carriers. So while I get where you're going for, I don't think that necessarily holds up based off of the surveys that have been done.
Okay, so the comment from Mike Sievert was, we still think we can take customers from the top 100 markets. There are customers that have never tried us. They could possibly give us a chance. Don't you think that's an incredible statement to make, considering they're often the market share leader in those dense urban markets?
Yeah, I mean, they've said it time and time again. In the top 50, they're the leading market share, and in the top 100, they have gained fair share. So the only reason they're talking that type of talk now is because they have the amount of capacity to continue growing if people want to try them, right? They're not necessarily chasing any more additional growth because it's so saturated. So it's, like he was saying, they're getting a lot more of the premium customer applications for credit applications, or, that's, I don't know why they consider that some kind of metric. He's pretty much just saying that they have a premium customer that's coming into T-Mobile, trying them out. But I think it's mainly due to them really getting somewhat of a perception change on this whole 5G thing. So when they go and they say they are the leader in 5G, some of these customers, even premium, are starting to kind of like, okay, let me try out T-Mobile and see if they are the leader. But I don't think it's anything of significance.
All these people will be the ones complaining in 2 years if we don't have real 5G and the networks tank from explosive growth. He went on to comment, T-Mobile is in serious trouble. In 2 years, the network will be very congested. AT&T is kind of seeing that right now, aren't they?
Yeah, AT&T is getting hit with it the worst, but You can see T-Mobile slowing down a bit already if you look at the root metric scores.
Just go to any Amazon warehouse and watch how quickly N41 gets congested.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to deal with some of these scenarios.